Welcome back to Criczenify. It's been a long time in the sense, just a week. But yeah, again, we are back with day one review of what's happening at the home of cricket, the Lord's Cricket Ground in England. The third test match has begun. England are in a comfortable position at 251 for 4. We have seen a very good game yesterday, a typical test match, testing of patience, testing of knowledge, testing of skill, the how well the bowlers have been adjusted, how well the batsmen have been adjusted to these conditions as well. So to talk more about it, I have four beautiful gentlemen along with me. To my left, I have Romin. In the bottom left, I have Arunish, and in the bottom right below me, I have Aditya. I mean to say in on the screen. Okay, so keep out your dirty minds away, guys. Okay, with all these being said and done, let's get straight into the action. Welcome back, Aditya, to Criczenify. It's been a long time. Our audience have seen you uh, in our podcast. Okay, so the first question directly I'll throw to you. Uh, so, Joe Root coming back into the form with his typical test match game, waiting game, patience game. So, what do you want to say? And just a run short of again scoring another century in his entire test career.
An old school grit meeting modern fire. This is what is happening exactly at Lord's. He's been so patient. He's not throwing his wicket away. He's not playing any kind of a foolish shot, but he's so constructed and calm. That's what is happening over there. Even the mighty bowlers are struggling against him. That's what his character shows. That's how he plays. But when if it gets into attack, no one can stop him. The only danger for India right now will be Stokes and Root. Once if we get any one of those wickets, the other wickets are going to be a piece of cake for them. But while seeing the Rhodes playing, it's something he's rooted into a ground of this 22 ads, and they are trying to play against not only India but their patience as well. But if today if we're going to do any kind of a miracle and get any one of those, this test is obviously going to be a upper hand for India as of now.
Okay, and not only that, yesterday, if you have seen, he has been playing a typical test match innings, scoring at just 51 strike rate is a true testimonial for any of the batsmen to actually look and go forward and exactly how exactly the test match has to be played. And I was totally enjoying the game yesterday, watching it live. But on the other hand, we have seen NKR as well bowling beautifully. Roman bhai, this question, like again, when all the other batsmen were, the bowlers, Indian bowlers were trying for wicket, that first over breakthrough for Nitish Kumar Reddy, giving two wickets in one single over, taking out both Zak Crawley and Ben Duckett. Your thoughts on NKR?
I think one interesting thing that he has spoken in yesterday's press conference, which is, after that particular Australia tour, BGT, he has worked a lot on his bowling aspect. So that particular tour has, give him an idea that what is required to bowl at this particular level, in a test cricket, what are the lengths, what are the lines, and it seems that he has worked really well on this aspects. And sometimes you get the reward for others preparations. Other have prepared a whole dish, and you are going to taste it out. So some kind of a taste, though he has bowled a brilliant line. Those 2 3 overs where looks things look really great. And I think the usage of slope in that Lord's ground is helping a lot. The Akash and the company has bowled really well. Overall, a bowling unit has bowled a decent line length. They have not give the freebies to the batsmen. So the overall, what the NKR has been worked out after the Australia tour, which definitely suggests that we have a good bright future, that a person who is want to learn, after this Australia tour, England tour, he will be more in type of a good bowler. I think and this will be the good for the India in the future time, when you are traveling to the Sena countries, someone who can come and bowl you out 10 12 15 overs in a day with 2 3 wickets and a decent batting, it will be a great for the balance as well. So the overall, what we have seen the glimpses of the NKR yesterday. Hopefully, this will continue in this tour as well. And he looks like a decent improved bowler, not a bowler who can come and give you 4 5 overs of the control. He looked the proper bowler, and it's a good sign for the India in upcoming time. As a fast bowling all rounder, Sena countries, hopefully he can able to continue this and stay away from those injuries, and he can serve for the longer amount of time.
Exactly. I mean, Nitish Kumar Reddy was really, really looking well comparing to other genuine fast bowlers. But yeah, his contribution of 14 overs, 46 for 2 at an economy, I mean, I would just say like 3.28. The complete baseball was missing no matter whether you get a new ball. And I think England team has come out with a definite plan because like the last match when they wanted to go and attack Prasidh Krishna, Mohammed Siraj, but on the other hand, Akashdeep completely came out of the syllabus. In this test match also, they have come out with a plan that Gambhir and his management, along with Shubman Gill, the way he has been rotating the bowlers was amazing and no doubts about it. The way Nitish Kumar Reddy executed his skills, the line and length, he did not go anywhere apart from all these things. Yes, my next question to Arunish Bhai. Arunish Bhai, can I see you? I can't see you. Okay, Arunish, bye. Okay, let me put across this question until then, like until he comes back, either of the gentlemen. So my question is this: like when Jasprit Bumrah is in the squad, our bowlers look in a completely different shape. No matter what, in the last test match also, like we went for a baseball match, but however, Akashdeep and Mohammed Siraj leading the pace attack for Team India, and they have executed their line and lengths perfectly. But at the same point of time, what exactly happened was not really sure to Team India yesterday. But even though they bowled brilliantly, but we have to give the more and more credits to all the bowlers. It was everybody were under the economy of like what apart from Akashdeep, every single bowler was under the economy of three, along with Washington Sundar, Ravindra Jadeja, and Jasprit Bumrah, very, very economical at just 1.94, even though he picked up a wicket off Harry Brook, a brilliant ball to knock him off as well. So now, what's exactly happening to Indian fast bowlers when Jasprit Bumrah is in the squad? Who is taking the lead as per you, Aditya and Roman?
Like when he's in the team, obviously he's going to carry the burden of the complete fast bowling department.
Yep.
When someone are carrying their own, like with their own charismatic appearance as well as their own spin bowling, the other bowlers will have that break even, so they'll feel that okay, now Bumrah bhai is going to take care of everything, now we need to bowl according to our plans, we need to try something new that creates a kind of a creativity and make them as a transformed bowler. But if he's absent, then everyone are going to be responsible for each and every wicket which they are going to have. So having a Bumrah will be an additional asset for the bowlers so that they can try something new and creative. But if Bumrah is absent, they need to take the whole responsibility of the bowling department. So this Bumrah going to be a good, like a relief for the other bowlers when he's present. That's what I feel.
Okay, Romin bhai, your thoughts?
That's why 1 2 point need to add in this question. First of all, in the previous days, the England batsmen before this test match, they do possess a mindset that they are going to taking care of Jassi and they going bang bang for the other bowlers. But the performance of them in a previous test match tends to them to go at that level where they can respect each and everyone. So this is the reflection what we are seeing in this tournament. In this particular test match where they are respecting each and every guy, and more importantly that confidence from the previous test, the belief from the previous tests is been immense among this bowling lineup. So the Jasprit is, you definitely know that it's not easy to go against him, and now these all are coming into the party along with the spinners. So it definitely pushed them to the wall that you need to go over there and you need to play the traditional test cricket, which we haven't seen so far from the English team in the baseball era. And this is also going to dent in that confidence as well. That freely cricket playing things can cost them. And more importantly, that people are just talking about that NKR's performance, fast bowling discipline. But I think we need to also keep into the mind that ball has turned a significant. We haven't seen this kind of a turn which we found in the English conditions on a day one. So I think as per the test match is going to progress, I think Washi and Jadeja is also can be the good attack to go with, and England should also keep in this mind the slow pitch what they have prepared for this particular encounter. It feels that it may go against them if India are going to bat sensibly, and which will going to happen, by considering the tournament's batting record, and hopefully things will span in that manner.
Okay, I'm definitely sure about it. I'm still waiting for some network adjustments from our Arunish Bhai. Now, to go forward, like what exactly should be the role of Team India, and what exactly Team England will be looking forward for day number two? Okay, our champ is back. Arunish Bhai, what should the plans for both the teams today?
Yeah, coming on to the yesterday's game, as we saw, a proper day of Test cricket was being played. India forced England basically to play that kind of game because of the disciplined bowling that they did in the first hour as well as throughout the day. But yes, on Lord's pitch, there was a stat also that if in the baseball era, if England has played slow, it's on Lords only. Previous two occasions, it was in 2022 as well. The run rate was around three. Above that, besides that, England has always played Test cricket at a run rate of above five in the baseball era. But Lords has a different place for everyone, for bowlers, batters, because of the kind of slope there is, and because of the kind of wicket that is there on offer in Lords. And yesterday we saw proper old school batting from the current modern day Test batter, batter of England, that is Joe Root, and he basically grinded it out along with Ben Stokes as well. We saw Ben Stokes registering his highest score of the series, that is right now. He's batting at above 30. And this is predominantly how Test cricket is played. So, coming on to today's day, we are expecting that it will be a hard session for both the teams because right now the game is balanced. India has taken 4 wickets but have not conceded as many runs.
Gone. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what Aranish Bhai was also mentioning. I think there is a network issue, I believe. Yes, Team India have not been considering, considered too many runs yesterday. It was a typical test match game, what we have exactly seen. Looks like I'll just wait for Aranish Bhai. Until then, he comes. I'll still carry on from his thoughts because the way Team India was bowling yesterday was completely in a same line and length. Did not try anything new art, but only thing what Joe Root and Ben Stokes were actually doing is that like anything you ball him little bit wide outside the off stump, or when you're bowling little bit fuller, he was taking against the bowlers. Like no matter what, even if I waste. Uh, there was a record which we have already uploaded in our Criczenify Instagram post that there were 29 dot balls from the start of baseball. In the sense, like when Brendan McCallum took as a coach of Team England in Test career, there were 29 balls which has been bowled dot by the Indian bowlers in the second half, wherein no other what to say bowlers or no other team could actually come and achieve this feat against the mighty England players. So that's been the case so far, and whatever which is happening all throughout the innings was a very good combination as well. So with all these things being said and done, yes, welcome back, Arunish Bhai.
Yeah, as I was saying, this will be a hard session for England as well as India because the game is balanced right now. And from balance, I mean that India has not conceded that many runs, and England have also made India work hard for the wickets. That's how Test cricket was being played and is always known to be played. So we'll see a session in the morning session because the ball is relatively new right now. Only 2 overs have been bowled with this ball.
Yeah.
So England will have to again concentrate hard. So will India because India can't be dependent on Bumrah alone. When Bumrah is playing, it seems as other pacers are not living up to the expectation that is expected out of them. And to our surprise, it was the spinners that pinned England down yesterday because they were bowling beautifully. Yesterday we saw for the first time that Jadeja also bowled pretty well, got the turn, got the grip, got the bounce as well, and troubled even Joe Root. So, and on the other hand, we saw Washington Sundar as well, troubling Ben Stokes time and again with his and with his odd ball that was turning away. So spinners will be playing a key role here in all the days of the matches because the wicket is being baked by the sun. The sun is pretty hot right now. There is in the lodge, and it will basically bake out the wicket for the spinners to come into play. So the second innings and third innings will also be crucial along with the first innings because in the fourth innings it will be very very tough with the uneven bounce and the slow nature of the pitch to for the batters to counter because anyways there is a slope advantage as well. So Lords is always been favorable for bowlers. Batters have to grind it out, but we have already seen in the stats as well that how well Joe Root has played here. It will be his 8th 100 here and in all his 37th Test 100. So he'll go down as one of the greats of the game in this particular format. So it will be an exciting day of Test cricket to watch.
No doubt about it. Exactly. I mean, many of the fans, like who are genuine cricket fans, are actually waiting for his century as well. But as an Indian fan and as an Indian point perspective, we just wanted him to get as early as possible on the startup date too. Okay, so now this particular question is being asked to Romin by to understand as the new rules have been coming in, you have to bowl a 90 overs in a test match cricket, and the duration which has been there between the overs and all those things, new rules coming up. India have just bowled 83 overs in on day one. So will it cost Team India at any point of time over a period of this test match?
I think, Rajbhai, that the only provisions related to that you need to start out the over within the 60 seconds. So they are also going to do this. If there are multiple warnings, then there will be the award of 5 penalty runs. So Team India is definitely going to maintain this particular thing. But in a Test cricket, you have so much of the allowances. Like let's say if your Rishabh Pant's injury, B's attack over there, 2 3 times there were side screen issues. There are so many stuffs that were happening over the day in day out. More importantly, the wicket allowances are also the key in a test match. Specifically for the test matches, they are going to get 2 minutes for the each wicket. Provided that it has not fall before the scheduled interval. Like if any wicket falls before the scheduled interval, you are not going to get those allowances. So let's say in yesterday's case, we haven't seen any wickets which has fallen before the interval. So the 8 minutes of the interval there, and the other things you can do the cumulatively, it will be 15 20 minutes of allowances over there. So overall, India has bowled 83 overs and 5 minutes for the 4 over. It will be 18 and 90 overs. So overall, they are maintaining this. But what the reflection is that yes, definitely 83 overs on the board. So definitely we need to consider this point as well in terms of the allowances things, and still definitely we can say that the game has moved in a slow pace due to the reason that majority of the fast bowler has bowled. Generally, they are taking the time around 4 or 5 minutes to complete the over, and yeah, definitely in the decision time. Let's say the game is at the last day, and you need 2 3 overs. But then and then things like this come into the mind that it's good that if we have bowled those 7 overs or all those stuff, but this is what it is. You need to maintain the pace of the game, and then you can be beneficial. So definitely something that India need to work out on, that slow over it part. There are some recommendations as well, so they are all are aware about how to maintain the pace of the game. So hopefully they are coming out and make the most out of it, and hopefully they maintain the pace of the game.
Exactly. And now I'll come to Aditya Bhai for the final part of today's show. What should be the India's role today?
get the route while he's on 99. That's the only thing which can really help India.
Okay.
This is the
So,
time they need to have a good start.
mhm,
And coming to our batting, we need to have a constructive batting, just like England, how they have batted. They are never rushed.
mhm.
Similarly, we need to have our own plans. We shouldn't give or throw our wickets as easy as they could. And Rishabh Pant, he's been a bit concerned with an injury, but we hope that he is going to come back and bat like a star as he do. That's what I feel.
Exactly. I mean, coming to you, Arunish Bhai, for this particular part, we also have Ben Stokes and Jamie Smith, who has been in a tremendous form in the last Test match, scoring a beautiful half century and a century as well. I mean, both the centuries in two innings as well. So, looking at what should India do on day two to dismiss all the batsmen, and when can India come back to bat on day two?
Looking at the pitch and looking at the way the bowlers are bowling right now, it is the best option to utilize the new ball well, because with the new ball, all the three pacers that is Jasprit Bumrah, Akashdeep, and Siraj are threatening, because they bowl very well with the new ball, and this pitch Lords also supports the wicket with the new ball. So
Exactly.
it is very important to make use of this new ball, and it is important for Akashdeep to get some confidence ahead, because once the ball gets old, it has been said, and it is always running in his mind as well. When the ball gets old, he is not able to pick that many wickets. So it is very important for him to get some wickets with the new ball. And after some overs, I see the role of spinners as well, because Jadeja has been bowling very well in this match, and Washington Sundar has been supporting him very well. So I'm betting on the use of new ball along with the spin to get wickets early and make inroads and dismissing England under 320, because that will be ideal for India right now. Looking at the wicket, as it will be very tough to bat in the fourth innings here.
Exactly. And even if you're looking at the innings wise, an average score which has been scored at the Lords is that the first inning score is at a normal rate of 250, where the average runs been scored. And in the second innings, we have seen 278. The third innings coming as low as 221, and the fourth innings still dipping across 196. And it's going to be a very, very difficult task for Team India to dismantle the England's middle order as early as possible and secure a win here at the Lord's game. So I will go to the final question with Romin Bai, our key panelist, and also very congratulations and many congratulations for you on becoming an official for the BCCI. Hope God give you a lots of success in the future as well and continue your journey. Hope so you offer some tickets for us in the future.
I think first of all, thank you, Rajbhai, and whole Criczenify team for best wishes. Hopefully, things will work it out in my favor. I have taken a long time to reach at this particular level. 12 years journey, which was begun in 2012, and rewarded with good things, I guess. And this is definitely a beginning of one new start. Hopefully, you can one day say that we have ICC plan umpire as well. So the goal is to reach at the highest level in my life, and hopefully I will do the better job, and make proud to all of you as well. You can proudly say that we have someone who's from our fraternity, and he's doing well. So it's overall the aim to keep the flag high and do well.
Okay, and that's have been all for today, ladies and gentlemen. You know what exactly you have to do. Please do like, share, and also do subscribe. Yes, Arunesh bhai,
I have a question for you, Rajbhai.
bolo na bhai.
One question from my side.
Uh,
How do you
uh,
see?
Without your question to me, the podcast will never end. I was actually waiting when you'll ask this question. Okay, please go on.
Yeah, yeah. So my question is that Ben Stokes has been playing well, but
Mhm.
we saw in the last few overs he was having some issues with his groin,
Yeah,
which was predominant, and he was not even lunging forward to spinners. So with that kind of an injury, it's unlikely that he will bowl in the whole test.
correct.
So considering that, how do you see India taking advantage? Because Ben Stokes is a clever bowler.
Exactly. I mean, look at the intensity what Ben Stokes have got the injury. If it is a excuse me, as a groin injury, it's not so easy for a fast bowler and an all-rounder to go and bowl out with a full pace. First of all, the second thing is that whenever you're bowling and being the captain of England team right now, it's going to be a difficult task because look at the lineup what they have. They just have Jafro Archer, they just have Chris Oakes, and they have Bryden Cars. They'll be short of a one genuine fast bowler for this entire match who can actually give you 30 or 40 overs in the entire test match. So it's going to be a difficult task for Team England. And we can also see the part-timers coming in and bowling in and taking his place because we have only replacement for the concussions, but not any injury replacements for any of the other injuries as per the ICC rules. So this is going to be a very, very difficult task. And no matter what, if I know he's very determined, he's very gritted player. No matter what, he will still give his 100%. He will play this test match, but I'm sure that he's not going to bowl in this particular test match because he don't want to hamper and extend his injury. The gap what they have from third test match to the fourth test match, they have an 8-day gap. So he will take his time to recover from that particular injury, considering he don't want to push out too much. If he gets this extended, it might be a larger impact for Ben Stokes because he came with the injury also. He came out of he stayed out of Indian Premier League just for this particular series against India. He has taken this particular series, especially the World Test Championship, very, very seriously. With all these things being said and done, he might not bowl at any point of time. It's England's a loss. I'm definitely sure about it because, on the other hand, where Jofra Archer has been included along with exclusion of Josh Tongue, who has been brilliant at Lords, considering what Jofra Archer has been performed. So that one selection has also made me raise the eyebrows on what exactly it is going to be for Team England. Now the overall pressure will be on Jofra Archer, who is also again an injury-prone fast bowler, and again Chris Woakes. Now, if these two players having a overburden, just like how Team India went with Akashdeep and Mohammed Siraj in the last Test match, it's going to be the same thing. But it's only that Ben Stokes should not take too much of stress on himself, too much on load on himself. Make sure he plays a normal cricket. So just like play along with that, he don't want to run too much. Take a singles when it is too far, or trying to go over the infield and get that runs, valuable runs for Team England. So that should be the plan for Ben Stokes, if you ask me personally. And if he extends too much, as I already told, it's going to cost him too much, not only him, but also England in the long series. Because again, next match is going to be at Old Trafford, where again a breach can be broken by Team India, just like the way they have done at Edgbaston. I'm not breaking the news right now. Let's wait for the one final day to come in because that 8-day gap, anything might happen for both the teams. Let's look at this particular test match and see and understand how exactly Team India should approach and also Team England should approach. Now, the only thing is that Ben Stokes, I'm sure that he can only bat, but he'll not stay on the field as well. There will be a substitution because he can't run too much. That groin injury, even when I see the images and also the intensity of that injury, will definitely cost him at any point of time, Arunish bhai. Because as a fast bowler, I know any injuries is not so easy. If you are playing with one kind of injury, another injury might sustain. Because when you're bowling at that intensity, you should be very, very careful, is what I particularly believe.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly my point.
Yeah. So we're all working as a team. So it's all our point. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, from today's show, we will be coming back live. And you know what exactly you have to do. Go like, share, follow, and also do subscribe for our YouTube channel. Lots and lots